Hello, sweet, lovely friends. Gail here, Shabby Cottage Studio. Guess who did this whole video and forgot to hit record? And now she has to do it all over again. Yep. This one right here. So anyway, I'm here, excuse me, I'm here to share a couple of Christmas-themed tag books. But first, before I show you the books, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed to this channel, because I have now hit 3,000 subscribers. And this goes out to each and every one of you who has subscribed. I got a message from YouTube, a little notification, and I was so surprised. So I want to send out a big warm welcome to those of you who have subscribed and come back to visit me often. And I also want to send out a big warm welcome if you have just stumbled in here for the first time. I think you all are fabulous and amazing. I've said it before, I'll say it again. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm feeling grateful and blessed and thanking you. I want to do a giveaway. But I was kind of unprepared. I was unprepared for this. So I need to have a think on what I want to do for a giveaway, and I will come back again with a little video to let you all know what I've figured out. So let's dive into these two tag books. Excuse me, I have to adjust my seat. And again, I'm very dry today. I've got some medication that's supposed to help relieve some of that, but it's not a medication that stays with you. It wears off after a while. So I do what I can. So I sip on a lot of water. These books are tag books. I think I mentioned that, because they are in the shapes of tags. They're 5x7. Each one of them is 5x7. The base structure on both of them are the same. They have been hinged together with fabric and covered with lace, and then the spine has been covered with fabric. They have been built on sturdy cardstock, so they're not flimsy. They have two completely different themes in regards to Christmas. And what else can I tell you before I show you the insides? They have 6 pages each, and the one with the angels on the front is a little bulkier than the one with the fox on the front, simply because I used a couple of embellishments in here that were bulkier. So as far as designers, I know I've forgotten a few that I will have to look up, and I will put all the designers I've used, of course, in the list below. I can tell you right now off the top of my head, I have used Sweet Pea Curiosities and Bluebell, I think it's Bluebell Designs, some Ruby and Pearl, and Old Design Shop. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. Meowai. It's I think it's spelled M-E-O-W-A-I. It might be W-A-I-I. But anyway, like I said, I'll list them all in the description box below. So let's get started for the second time around. The closure is the same on both of them. I've used this silvery, glittery kind of netting, which I like. It's just so festive looking. And I have attached, just tied it around, and then used a bulb pin and these beaded dangles to close it, attach it. What's the word? I'm not sure. Keep it closed. And then it just unties. So I have done a lot of collaging in both these books on tags and on the covers. I have a fabric dangle on both the covers. This one has a little mini clip. Is it a bulldog clip? I'm not sure. A couple little flowers and just a little label. Removable. You can move it any place you want, take it out, whatever you'd like to do. Again, like I said, I collaged the front. I covered the back with some embossed paper, and between that paper and the cardstock of the cover, I've added some more of that glittery netting. I've used quite a bit of glitter in both of these books, glitter and then the mica glitter I mentioned in one of my videos that I believe is from Ranger, which I love. That's what's down here and here. And then just some regular glitter here and on the fox's hat. Isn't he adorable? The animal designs, they're from Meowai, and I love the whimsicality of these animals here. At Christmas or winter time, they wouldn't necessarily, I guess, strictly have to be Christmas, but I've made them Christmas. Just some of the embroidered ribbon. I'm not sure what you call it. I call it like an embroidered ribbon with the little red and white flowers and green leaves, and some poinsettias. This is the fabric that's on the spine, and then this is the back cover. So let's get into this little baby. Here we have a tuck spot, or tuck pocket. I love this rabbit. This is what caused me to buy this digital kit. I mean, I had no option. I couldn't help myself. It was just something took over me. And it's all because of her. I added this large tag behind the pocket. I've done some clear embossing on the label, a little glittery, blingy trim, and then a tiny little pocket with this Santa image. I've also added this journaling card with this adorable little pup and some sparkly ribbon. On this side of the book, I've made a large pocket, tall pocket, and inside the pocket I bought some greeting cards, blank. They're blank on the inside and on the back. Greeting cards from Hobby Lobby. Thinking that these would be great to add to a journal to give someone quite a bit of writing room, or you could send it out as a Christmas card, whatever you would like to do. But again, some more of that ribbon embroidery and a little label and just a little piece of fabric. And like I tuck that in the pocket. Then I've done this journaling card. And then this little journaling card with a little doily and a label. On this page, I've done another pocket, and I did this a little differently. I've been enjoying doing, I think I did this in one of my last books also. But again, the whimsical animals just, they slay me. I absolutely adore them. So a little glitter at the top and at the bottom, little label. And that's a hedgehog, isn't it? I think that's a hedgehog. If somebody knows, and would you leave me a comment below and let me know if it's not a hedgehog? Maybe you might know. I don't think it's a porcupine. It doesn't look quilly enough. Is that a word? Quilly? It's not quilly enough. That I know is a badger. So anyway, in that pocket I did a little bit of collaging for a tag. And this ornament template was a giveaway from Heather at Ruby and Pearl a while back. I think it might have been a year or two. And then I added some rub-on glittery snowflakes, and then some more of that glittery netting for a tab. and just tuck that right in there. I love the way that pocket looks. Here I did a frame. I had this image. I cut out the center, fussy cutter out that and the birds, and below that I added the snowman image. They are lifted up, if you can see there, lifted up from the background with some double-sided foam tape. And I think I made a mistake in the fact that I think I put too much of the tape in places that I probably didn't need to put it. So I created this tag to go in the pocket, and the pocket won't hold a lot. It will hold this tag. You just have to put it in a little slowly. Don't jam it in there. So it doesn't have a lot of room in the pocket. I just wanted to let you know that. And then a little tinsel there. A little lace trim. This is the, just to show you the hinging, this is a lace over, I think I used muslin between each page for the hinge. On this page I did a double layer belly band. And then here's another one of those cards, blank cards. So that went in the first layer of the belly band. And then this adorable image with the little glittery tab, and she went behind the second layer of the belly band. On this side I did another pocket. On top of the pocket I did a pocket. This is a ribbon with the little glittery background, and then I just have some images that I tucked into this little pocket. Okay, you need to go in there and stay in there. And then the tag that goes in the pocket here. Again, some more embossed paper and some of the embroidered ribbon, and tab at the top. And that little fox slides right in there. Then on this page I have an envelope flip and another one of those cards that I've cut down for the flip. And when you open it, when you open it, I have a little collage and stamp and rub-on Christmas salutation. Some script paper for the hinge here, and then on the envelope I had some gold polka dot tissue paper, so I just collaged that over the envelope, added some aged tape and label and some glitter, and then the envelope flips open this way, and I have stamped this deer and some aged tape, and then I just put some images on the inside. We have another festive goose, a beautiful owl. That one's got some craft paper on the back. Some of them are just the creamy cardstock. And everything I usually ink. I'm an inker. Yes, I am. I love this little teacup image, and you'll see that in the other, what I did with that in the other book. Got to have a kitty. And then this adorable little mouse. So I tucked all those little journal cards right in there. And we have some washi tape right there, part of the hinge. This side tuck is, that I know is Old Design Shop. And then another, I think, hedgehog. And if you can see a little shine, I used, again, the clear heat embossing powder, and just did some of the berries and the flower and some, where is it, some berries up here. Little label I wrapped with gold embroidery floss. Tuck that inside. Another image of an owl. And then on the backs, the last two pages, I did a glittery corner pocket with some green velvet and some glittered snowflakes. And then I did a tag, collaged tag, again with the tissue paper, embossed paper here, some embossed paper with a little bit of glitter on it, a little poinsettia and the glittery tab. Tuck that in, and then another journaling card. I love this. This is so beautiful. And it just reminded me of a silent or quiet night in the woods, so I just added that little label. And then over here we have a trim pocket. I don't know, is that considered lace, or I almost call it lace. Lace trim. Cotton lace maybe. And then I did quite a large tag. The little labels up here, again, some more of the clear embossed powder. Another rub-on. And a tab, ribbon tab, and then this lovely door. I know one of these I stenciled on the back. Ah, there it is. This one. A little label and some stenciling on the back of this tag. So that is this little tag book with all these whimsical animals in it, and I just love them. All right. The next one, the one with the angels, again, same type of closure. I have collaged the cover. I've added the fabric dangle with the little clip and some rhinestones added to the clip, little label. I've added little pieces of the polka dot tissue paper. We've got a ruffled, it's a double layer ruffled netting. I don't know if you can see it, but there's 2 layers. And the angels, I've put like glass glitter all the way around the image, and then I've added just regular glitter on her wings and on her dress. And that is the fabric on the spine, and that is the back of the book. So inside we have a pocket. I just added a little label. Again, this is an envelope, and again, the tissue paper. I had so much fun with that. I was just like, I want to add that to everything. And this is a flip. Oh, let me show you the tag. This little cutie. And some like snow netting and that velvet ribbon. And then, like I said, flip. And inside the envelope, this started out as a journal card. It's still a journal card, but because I added this image on top of the background and it says Christmas gift suggestions, on the back I just added some vintage papers I cut down to the shape of the journal card. So you know, you can use it as a journaling area, or if someone actually wanted to write down Christmas gift suggestions, they could. And I also put that on top of a piece of glitter paper. And that goes in that pocket. And then in this side tuck, I just have 2 little tags. This has one of the Velcro rounds. I like those. I use them a lot. And then on this page we have a belly band, and this is one of my most favorite angel images ever. I don't know if you call this lace or not, guys, but I call it all lace. So I did a little bling up here, and then this came off of something. It could have been off of a napkin or a hanky, I don't remember. And then I just collaged another tag, put a little tinsel, a little fabric scrap, backed her on some of this like craft colored gold polka dot paper, and a little label. Tucked her right down in there. Here's that that little teacup image. And I fussy cut around part of it and used that for my pocket. Added some of this green cotton ribbon and some more of the embroidered ribbon. I tucked in a journal card, some more of the silver netting glitter, label, glittery snowflake rub-on, and this is again one of those cards. Tuck that right in. I just thought this was so pretty. And then I tucked in another little journaling card and a little tag. Over here, as in the other book, I did 2 images for 1 pocket. Some more mica glitter, and some glitter, and some more glitter. If y'all can see the glitter down here. That mica glitter is really shiny. I like it a lot. Then I collaged this tag. This is a heat embossed, gold embossed deer that I stamped, and some more of the gold embossing on the corner of the image. This particular paper, I wrapped some of it around to the back and just tucked that right in there. Okay, on this side we have 3 pockets. This is another one of those cards. I collaged some images on top of that and rub on snowflake, a label, and a ribbon. So another one of those cards. Tuck that in. Then I had this Santa image. I just added some little words and a label. Tuck that in there. This tag, because it said it's a visit from St. Nick, I thought that was appropriate to be placed right in here with Santa. And then in the front pocket, I forgot. This is a ribbon, a Noel ribbon, and then some more of that glittery trim. And then I just added these adorable little girls. Oops. And these tags, I think this is from one of my Christmas digitals. And then again, we have a double layered belly band. Another card, and this I collaged a little bit on the front. I used the tissue paper and some of the green velvet ribbon and ribbon embroidery, and then I did a stamp on the inside and tucked that under the first layer. And then for this one, I die cut the inside of the card, and then behind it I added this image of this little girl, added some glitter on the little fur around her hat. And tuck that under the second layer of the belly band. On this side, another one of my favorite images. Is this horse not beautiful? I can't remember. I cannot remember the name of the designer on this, and I will put her or him in the list below. I think it had the word clip or ClipArt in it. The store name, I can't remember. But anyway, I loved that. I wanted to use it. I added some tinsel, collaged the background, collaged the tag. There's glitter on all the fur on her outfit, and then I don't know if you can see or if you notice, she's holding a little toy horse. So I thought she was an appropriate image to use for this pocket. And then in this pocket, I've put another little pocket on top of it and used the clear embossing powder. And then just added these 2 little images in that pocket. And then in the larger pocket, my collaged tag with this reindeer. Tuck that in. And then I just tucked this little tag inside. Back pages. This is a side tuck. There's a journaling card. Again, I took, this is some like cardstock with the gold glittery dots. I die cut the center and added this image underneath it, and just did a little fussy cut there. added some little bling on the ribbon tab. And then here we have another little tiny pocket and another ornament. I've added some glitter to her wings and some glitter on their little wreaths on their hair. This has got some of the mica glitter on it. And I outlined it with the gold leafing pen. And then this one, I collaged the background and the image, some gold trim, some vintage lace, glittery ribbon, and I stenciled on the back. And I tucked it in this pocket made of embossed paper. So that's it. Aren't they cute? I like them a lot. I hope you, excuse my arm, I hope you enjoyed the flip-throughs, and I have to go think about a giveaway for my subscribers, my lovely, beautiful subscribers. So I wish you all a fabulous day. I hope you're all doing well. We're doing okay. Can't complain. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.